Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Illegal Mist, and I'm doing a quick video on a Soulstone pull for my Clanmate Roughneck. Huge shout out to Roughneck for letting me do this, and let's get right into it. So the reason that we're doing a pull for this, of course, is the monster path because he wants to get Alatreus, the Blademaster. I was actually really excited for this. I saved up a bunch of shards on my account, and come to find out, it's Soulstones and Champ Training. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get him, but at least hopefully Ruff will let me actually play with him on his account and see how good he is and what he does. Of course, he's got a really cool kit. I'm sure every other CC has gone through it already, but basically we have to empty the total amount of shards that or soul stones that he has. And yeah, let's get right into it. So we're gonna do the mortal and then the immortal, and then I'm gonna see if he wants us to pull any eternal or anything like that. Just to give you all context, he has a super late game account and he's looking for these champions: Cardiel, Acrisia, and Rathalos, which I'm not sure I would actually want to pull for Rathalos Soul. I was pretty underwhelmed by him. I was going to make a video on him to see how he does in Hydra and, just general areas in the game. A lot of content creators, I think, kind of overhyped him, and I really I put him to 60. I gave him masteries. I spent like however many gems, like 600, because I did it in Minnow because I'm cheap like that. All blues, and we're not off to a great start, but hopefully we get something good. Oh, I just want to check too. His Cardiel and Crizia. He actually doesn't even. Rathalos is only level 50, so I don't know why he has that in there, but let's see. His Cardiel only has a 1 star, so anything on that is good. And for Acrisia, she's also 1 star, so hopefully we can get him something good for those. But yeah, so I pulled him or whatever, built him out, and I didn't book him, but I definitely a 1 star Yoshi, not super great. I definitely was super super underwhelmed. I had him in like really really good merciless gear. It was like 8K attack, 260 crit damage or something like that. And he just like was not smacking for me. So Jingwong, pretty unlucky. Man, we are not getting the rates yet, but hopefully we get something good. We have plenty of them coming, so we should be good with that. A 4 star Tremeria, a 2 star Siegfried. I don't know. I gotta check if he has any of the mythicals. I'm not totally sure. But yeah, I was gonna make a video on him, but I was just super bummed out. And then I think Bronco actually made a pretty good video. He was kind of like, "Yeah, I just like don't really understand why everyone's hyped up about this champion," and I felt the same way. So a 2 star Sham, that was on the wish list, but I think Sham is more than likely. Let's see. Oops. He has 3 2 stars already, so that is not what we need, but definitely I think we'll get a pretty decent one for him. Oops. Wrong button. I wanted to click the wish list again. Oh, and then Creodin and White Dryad Nia. Let's see where they're at as well. Creo doesn't have any, and then that's her name, right? Yeah. Oh, he doesn't even have anything on her. But I think he might be trying to do that Emic team. So, um, anything for that would be good. So yeah, so I think we have some pretty good champions on the wish list. Hopefully we can get at least one of them like a 5 star. That would be huge. Imagine a 6 star Acrizia. That would just absolutely do work. We are getting pretty much more mythicals than we are legendaries, which is pretty unfortunate. Actually, pretty good rates there. And we got to clear some space. Be right back. And yeah, I actually have a video coming out pretty soon. I was just working on it before this because he asked me to pull these for him. And well, rather, he asked if I wanted to, and I said yes, of course, because why not? I feel like I like these videos. They're a lot more off the cuff and easier for me to make. The Hydra ones specifically take like hours and hours and hours. So it's really nice to just kind of bang out content. I kind of want to get back into making like maybe not daily, but more often videos kind of just on random stuff. I just realized my head is kind of in the way of that. So let me move myself quick. But yeah, just being able to make some more chill videos where I can kind of give you guys all my opinions on stuff. I'll throw myself right there so you can see it perfectly. Because I feel like there's a lot that I want to talk about in the community, specifically about like some of these newer champions and how this stuff is all going, and help you all in case there's anything that you need. But when I try and make the perfect video, it just takes me too long, and then I lose a lot of kind of motivation to make it partway through. So it's really tough for me to do that. But if I do the more short term, off the cuff videos like this, I can kind of talk more raid with you all and get your opinions on stuff. But yeah, the most recent video that I want to come out with is about a gear set that I really, really have been loving in Hydra. Been putting it on a couple of my champions, and I actually got, I think it was 40 million extra damage from it, which is pretty crazy considering the team does right around, typically it did about 330 million, and now it's doing closer to like 370. That was the highest that I got on it. There's a couple other tweaks that I could make where I think I'd get even more damage out of it, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. There's definitely like some stronger teams too, some champions that I haven't built up yet that I want to because I think they're going to be super, super good. And specifically, I need, I think, different damage dealers and maybe some different sets on some of my support champions. And if I get those sets on them, I think it's just really going to skyrocket the damage we're doing and help me be able to help you guys with kind of, this works, this doesn't, and stuff like that. I think if I got Nergigante, I would definitely build her up right away. But I think the champion that I really want to go for, building up and all of that, the Gruckus one might be actually pretty decent for him. He needs him for some of those awakened rooms. But the champion that I'm thinking of is, it's not Gomlock, I don't think. It's one of the orc champions, and I think he's one of the guaranteed from Doom Tower. A 1-star Cardiel, so not ideal right there, unfortunately. He already has that 1-star. Who is the champion that I'm thinking of? It is Orcs. Barl. This is the one that I really want to build up because he has this passive that helps him deal extra damage. He brings in the weaken and the decrease attack, which are two things that I really need for my team. And I think like he could potentially come in and fill one of those like utility slash damage dealer roles, but he's primarily a damage dealer, so I think it'll help my team quite a bit. Boom, a 3-star Abyss. I don't know if you guys like me going through it super, super quick. I feel like when you have 200 of the smaller stones, it just takes so long to even get through them all. Like, I literally have to pull and then sell some of the smaller ones and then go through. So I kind of like clicking through these ones. We'll go slower with the bigger ones because the anticipation will be a little more valid. And we will keep it going. I have to keep pausing, so apologies for that. Did get a mythical for the Androck. I think that guy is actually going to be super, super. He looks really cool too, but I think his kit is just like keeping that increased defense up the whole time. It's just like I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. Of course, all the mythicals are super, super OP, but yeah, his kit specifically, I thought it was one of those ones that's like this is a mythical champion that I don't think is gonna break the game, but I think it's just gonna be really cool and like I think that's kind of one that I would like more than maybe a Crixia. Of course, like if I got her, I wouldn't say no, but just a champion that's like, oh, this guy's like super solid. He's not gonna make you have the fastest team in the world. He's not gonna make you win Plat Arena resets and stuff, but he's just gonna help out a whole lot. 30 left, and then we'll move it on to the middle tier ones, which will be good. Less pulling for me, which means less having to sell and awaken champions, which is good. And last pull coming up. And I've actually pulled for Ruff before. Him and his brother are actually, his brothers are clan leader, and then he's like pretty much the second in command. Whenever his brother's out doing stuff, he'll take over. But yeah, we did pull some shards for them a while ago now, and it didn't come out exactly how we were hoping, which was pretty funny. I think Baron, his brother, ended up getting some decent stuff, and then he ended up, I think he might have got like one thing better than him or something, and Baron was all upset or whatever. So now he like doesn't want me to pull his shards and stuff, which pretty funny. But yeah, it's pretty fun to pull shards for them and kind of have them compete against each other and see what they get. But I'm just gonna feed some stuff and then I'll be right back. I just noticed too in the Soul Merchant, we have the 1-star Creatin, which is actually kind of funny because we just pulled like, I don't know, how it was almost 200 Mortal Soul Stones and we didn't get a single one for him. So Now on to these ones. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully we get something good. We haven't gotten anything good so far, which is really unfortunate. Azana 4-star, Hotatsu 3-star, Wolferes 4-star. Pretty good rates so far for the epics at least. Let's see, a 3-star Crixia is good if he ever gets her. Wow, that was actually like, if this was a soul chase, that would have been a really, really good pull right there. All of those are probably worth a pretty decent amount. And we're back at it. I had to clear some more space. I'm trying to do it as fast and as quick as possible, but I just cut the video anyway. So, all right, we already got more rares this time than we did all last time. A 4-star Androck, that's actually pretty good. Would probably sell for a decent bit. Another primal or mythical. A 6-star Raglan. I don't know if he has Raglan, but that could be pretty interesting. He does. He has a 3-star on her already. That's pretty legit. Raglan, of course, she's been power crept, but she attacks 3 times at random, fills a turn meter, and then she has the revive on a 2-turn, which is pretty interesting. I don't know exactly what you would use a 6-star blessing on her for, but if you brought her in with like a God Seeker, you could probably do Stand Devil 25 relatively quickly just with her. So even though it's not necessarily a champion we want, just getting that 6-star blessing on a Lego is pretty legit. So hopefully he likes that. We haven't really gotten anything that he really wants so far though, which is pretty unfortunate. Like feels like the wishlist champions are like Plarium made it like the non-wish list. Ooh, a 5-star Bivold. That's actually really good. A 5-star Molly. Okay. That's a really, really solid pull. I don't know if he uses Bivold for anything. Um, he doesn't because he's 1-star or 6-star, but level 1. But the Molly 5-star, that is huge. I think he might use Molly in Hydra. Let me check really quick. Let's see. I don't know if she's in his brutal team. I actually don't know. He hasn't used any of his keys yet. So I don't know if he uses Molly in Hydra. I would suspect he does. And if that's the case, that is huge. Getting that protected brimstone or having her with something else like that would be really big. But let me clear some more space and I'll be right back. Okay, that should have been the last time that we have to clear space unless he wants us to pull even more after this. So hopefully we can get a 5-star for a legendary. We're actually going to use Androck is on like a 20x today. Holy smokes. How did we get, I think that was the 3rd time we've gotten something for him. And we've gotten almost none of the wishlist champions. I think we got 2 wishlist champions out of 6 of essentially. And we've gotten 3 just for that dude, which is crazy. The 4-star Vixlix too. Don't think I forgot about that. That is really, really nice. I don't know if he uses his Visix. I think she might be just used for wave content. He might use her for Hydra. I'm not totally sure. I don't think so, but the 4-star would be really nice on her. I really want to build mine up. I just don't know. I think my account is a little bit too far past her because I have Krisk and Molly for my mischief tanks and my provokers. I don't know if she's necessarily going to go in on one of my teams. But let's pull these last 6. Hopefully we get something on his wish list. This is not going to plan. A 5-star for Tragor. That's not going to be super useful for us. A legendary. 3-star by Staphis. Unfortunate. He's got a pretty decent kit. He'll probably get some playtime in Curse City, but not what we're looking for. Oh my gosh, 3 left. We've gotten 2 wishlist champions, and they've been like a 1 and a 2-star, I think. So nothing even useful for us because the Cardial was already 1-star. This is insane. Hopefully this is a good legendary or a good epic. A what is that? 5-star for Pan. I actually don't even know what he does. He's one of the newer champions, but I don't think he's super good. And our last one is a epic, a 4-star Stagnite, which is pretty good, but man, he is not going to be happy with me. That was pretty rough. We got so many for freaking Androck. We got a bunch for this dude too. I forget what his name is, but he's like the Scarab boss's brother or something. But yeah, oh my goodness, we have a whole lot of legendaries on the account. Hopefully the 5-star Molly and the 6-star Raglan can kind of like ease the pain a little bit. But Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I'm just gonna see if he wants us to do anything else with the remainder of the coins he has, and then I'll be right back. All right, yeah, we are done with the polls. I just double checked with him really quick. I'm gonna let him put this Molly 5-star on just because I feel like he at least deserves some sort of satisfaction from these polls because holy cow, that was not great at all. I don't know. Let me. Oh, I almost clicked it on accident right there. That would have been pretty funny, actually. But let me see his Sand Devil team and what he's running right now. So he has a Ninja already 5-star Brimstone. So that's probably going to be faster than even if he had a 6-star Brimstone on the Raglan. So yikes. I don't even think he's going to be able to use that. I think the Molly, let me just double check that if he has any presets for his Hydra teams. Right now we are in second in Hydra Clash, but we have some pretty good keys coming specifically from him. Oh yeah, so he does use the Molly, and I know this team does a pretty hefty chunk. I think it does like 500 mil on hard. So the 5-star Molly actually might be pretty legit. Mithrala has a 4-star. I'm not in the way, which is good. And we got the 3-star on Turvold. So hopefully that'll make up for it a little bit. I don't think we got any other um, awakenings for any of the champs he uses Hydra though. So yikes, that's not ideal. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna try and get out my video on a special gear set that is improving my Hydra teams a whole bunch, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.